Yes, so in this session, we'll discuss about the concept of a package manager. So, what does it mean by the package manager, and what is the use of packages in AEM? Okay, so right now, inside the CRXD, we are creating the content. A lot of content we are creating inside this one. So, maybe we are creating the components, we are creating the pages and content fragments, experience fragments, as well as we also have assets. Okay, so with the help of the asset manager console, we are uploading the assets into the CRXT as well. So whatever the content we want to store, so that entire content we are storing inside the CRXT, and most of the cases, all the content would not be part of the project. Okay. So because if you are having some 100 pages, and if you are adding a lot of content inside those pages, that would become heavy. So maybe if you are having a lot of assets, okay, so if you are going for the assets to store and to include the assets as a project level as well, so you'll have a heavy weighted project. So in most of the cases, we'll be not including pages as well as assets as a part of the project. So they will be something repository specific. Okay. So right now I have created some pages in my local, or I have created a component or any front end part you have created. So either components, templates, content fragments, experience fragments, some content you have created inside this CRXT. Okay. So in some cases, we want to share this content across the other developers who are in your project, as well as if you want to share the content to different environments as well. So we'll be not only having one environment. So so right now we are in the local host. So which is specific to us. So I have a local host, you have a local host. So I'll develop something which is only specific to me. Okay. So once we have all the changes, so this entire project will be inside the Git, and then whatever the changes or whatever the task which was assigned to you, so you'll be performing the task, and then that task would be pushed into the Git with the help of the Git commands or Bitbucket or anything. So once it is done, so we'll be having multiple environments. Okay, so like prod, stage, prod, QA. So multiple environments would be there, and release branch. So a lot of environments would be there. So in order to test multiple things before releasing. So in this case, what happens is, so we are creating a projects or fragments, anything as a AEM level, local host level. Okay, so which can't be included in your project. So in case of content fragments, you can include the content fragment models, but you cannot include the content fragments. Okay, so if you want to include these content fragment models, or if you want to get these content fragments to other environments, like I have said before, Q&A, prod, and then stage. So these environments, if you want to send the content, so at that case, what you have to do is, so with the help of the package manager, we can share the content across multiple platforms. Or maybe you are working on something. Okay, so if you want to get those changes to others, so at that case, you have to push those changes. At that case, you can create a package, and you can share that content to the other developers who are working on the same issue, or maybe if they want to check as well, so we can share them as an packages. So packages, why we are going for the packages? Because this is some content which have some structure. Okay, so it is a structured content, and it will store the data in the form of notes. Okay, so if we want to share this content to another person, so at that case, how we have to share? So we have to share the data in the form of notes. Okay, so when we want to share this data, so if they want to upload the data inside this CRXT as well, so we should not miss this repository structure. So without this repository structure, you cannot add the content. So if you are missing out this repository structure, so then it will be uh, not possible to upload the content inside the CRXT. Okay, so to hold the repository structure, what we have to do is, so with the help of AEM package manager, so here in the top center, we have an option of package manager. So go inside this package manager option, and inside this package manager option, you can create the packages. Okay, so you can create the packages, you can add the content inside this packages, and you can share this content across your platform. So whoever you wants to share, so then I can share. Suppose I have created a component. So maybe a demo component I have created. So if I want to share the demo component with you, so then with the help of the packages, I can easily share. So I can create a package, I can add the content inside the package, and once I have added the content inside the package, so then I can give it to any person. So if you want to upload them, so you can directly upload them into the CRXD with the help of the upload package option. So if you want to create the package, so then here we are having an option of create package. Okay. So you can just so right now I want to share some content. So at this case, you can create a package, and inside this create package you can just give the package name and version of the package. So package name can be anything, so maybe your component name, or maybe your project name for what you are creating a package. So those things you can specify inside the package name. So version is nothing but, maybe consider you want to create two versions of same package. Maybe you have created a component, and initially you have applied one type of content inside this one, inside the component maybe, and then you have created a package, you have shared it with the other person. So after some time you have added one more content, and you want to show the difference between them. So instead of creating a instead of using the same package, you'll be creating a new package with the same name. Okay, but when you are giving a version, so at the time I can give a different version. So maybe initially I have given 1.0, so now in this case I can give the 2.0, because if you are changing the name, so the package would be entirely different. So maybe a different cost they would think. So that's why with the help of the versions, you can do that. And then group is nothing but whatever the packages you have created. So all the packages will be storing inside these groups. The same way which we have seen for the component group. So all the packages which you have created will be stored inside this group. So inside this package, so just give any package name. So we can hyphen demo content. So we can hyphen a demo component. Okay, so is the package I'm creating. Okay, so weekend is my project name, and demo content is nothing but the demo component is nothing but the a component name we are having. And then I'm giving the version as 1.0. Okay, so just click on OK. So once you have given the name as a demo component, it would not add the component inside this package. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to add the content inside this package. Okay, so right now the package does not have any content. So if you want to have the content, or if you want to add the content inside this package, so how we can add the content? So here we have an option of edit. Okay, so go inside this edit option, and inside this edit option, we have an option of filters. So maybe if you want to change the properties as well, so name or a group name. So if you want to change as well, so you can change from this location. Okay, so once you have created a package, and if you want to add the content inside this package, so here we have an option of filters. Okay, so go inside this filters option, add a filter, and inside the filter, you can add the root path. So with the help of this root path property, so this root path will accept an JCR root path. Okay, so JCR root path it will accept, and what it will do is, so whatever the content that is there under this root path, so it will add the content inside this package. Okay, right now I want to share the component, right? So inside this root path, click on search. Okay, so inside apps, my weekend is my project, and in components, and then demo component. So in the demo component, I want to add all the things. So demo page, so demo component, whatever the content that is there, I want to add all the content inside this demo component. So at the time I have to add an filter. So add a filter, apps, weekend, components, and demo is the one you have to add. And once you have added, so here we have an option of rules as well. So what does it mean by the rules? If I click on add rule, I'm having a lot of options. So include option is there, exclude option is there. So multiple actions we are performing, include option and an exclude. So if you right now inside this demo component, we have a lot of chain notes, right? So we have a dialog, as well as we also have an .html file. So these two are the chain notes currently we are having. So if I want to include something, or if so inside this two, I want to include only one file. Okay, I don't want the dialog. I only want the HTML. Okay, so at that case, inside this rules, I can just add the HTML file only. Okay, maybe I want to restrict the secure dialog. So at that case, with the help of exclude option, we can do. So exclude and include. Exclude will only add the specific file. Include will only add the specific file, and exclude option will be removing the specific file. So that's what you can do with the help of exclude and include options. Okay, so include. So apps, we can components and demo is the one we are having. Okay. Yes, that's what you can do with the help of rules. Maybe you want to add, so at that case, you can define the rules as well. So currently, I don't want to add any rules. You can just click on. minus. So and then here is the root path, and whatever the child nodes which we are having in this path inside the crxt, all the nodes will be added. So not only one content, you can add or we can add a lot of filters. Okay, so one filter I have added, only one component I have added. So maybe from 5 or 6 components add you want to add, so you can just click on add filter option, and then it will add all the content inside these things. So just click on save, and once you click on save, so once every time when you have added the content inside this package, one mandatory thing what we have to do is we have to build the package. Okay, so when you build the package only, whatever the content that we have specified inside these filters, so that will be built, and then you can get that content inside this package. So without building the package, you cannot have the content inside this one. Okay, so inside this weekend component demo, click on the option build and build the package. Okay, so if you observe here, after building the package, it is showing a lot of things. Whatever the files that are there that we want to include, so those files are available here. So apps, components, demo is my component, and demo has one content.xml file, so demo.html file, and demo.dialog. So all the nodes, whatever the chain nodes that are there, so all the nodes has been collected and they have added inside this package. Okay, so every time when you add a filter, so what you have to do is you have to build the package. When you build the package only, those changes would be reflected. So if you want to download it, so you can download it and you can share to any other person as well. So maybe if you want to check where the packages are available, so inside this group I'm storing all the packages, right? So inside the package manager console you can see all the packages. Okay, so if you want to check where these packages are available, so you can just go to the user admin console. So localhost, so you can go to this user admin, misc admin, so not the user admin. So inside this Milk admin console, we have an option of packages. So inside this packages option, my packages is the group I have created. So maybe if you want to create a different group, so at that case inside this packages, you can create a different group as well. So this is the package we have created. Okay, so if you want to open this package, so automatically it will take you to the package manager console only. Okay, so here if you observe, so we have created some packages and we have a lot of packages here as well. So we have created a package. I'll just download this one now. Okay. So once I have downloaded, if I go inside this package and if you want to check, you have to have a WinRAR extension. So one main thing what you have to do is, so when you are creating a package, these packages are zip files. Okay. So zip files holding the repository information. So when you are trying to unzip this package, so at that time the structure, whatever the repository structure it is maintaining, the structure will be lost. Okay. So you have to work on zip files only. So you should not unzip the package to see the content. So every time when you are going for a package manager, you have to have the zipped content. Okay, so you should not unzip this one. And then we can have the same structure. So first node would be JCR root, and then apps folder, weekend components, and demo is my component we are having. Okay, so this demo component will have be having the content. Okay, so inside this demo component, so we have the dialog and demo.html as well. So if you want to see the content, so inside this demo content.xml is also one file we are having. So the main component node, we are adding some properties, right? JCR title, JCR primary type. Primary type of a component should be CQ colon component. And then we are having a JCR title component group. So all this information which you have added. So this is the XML code we have to write in order to create a component. So if you want to create a component using backend as well, we can create. Okay. So using for creating all these folder structures, you can create the component as well. So at that case, if you are going with this one, so you have this is the amount of code you have to write to create a component. That is to create a component node. Maybe if you want to create a dialog, so you can just go inside the dialog and you can check the content.xml of the dialog. So if you observe here, a lot of content is there to create the tabs, to create the fields which we want. Okay, so here a lot of content is available here. So that's what you can do with the help of the uh, content. That's what you can do with the help of this package content.xml. Okay, so maybe if you are having a content.xml, so you can just directly paste it here, and then you can upload into the AEM where it will affect this one. Okay, so without writing the any XML code, we are creating the component with the help of the GUI which AEM is giving. So if I double click on it, demo.html directly, it will directly print the HTML which was executing. Okay, why it is printing a dollar curly braces properties dot title? Which because it is an AEM resolution. Okay, so it is not something to the HTML. So right now I'm executing the HTML file directly from the C drive. It is executing, but this is something which is specific to the AEM where you can't execute them outside. So if you want to execute the HTML content of HTML, so then only with the AEM it is possible because it will dynamically inject the data into the resolved resources with the help of Apache Sling software. Okay, so right now we have created a package, and once I have created this package, I can share this package to everyone. Okay, so whoever wants to have this package, so simply they can upload the package. And if you are using the same project as me, like the weekend project, so then inside those weekend components only, the component would be added. Maybe if you are using a different package, so at that case, what happens? It will try to when if you are in that case, if you are having a different package, at that case inside the apps folder it will create a new node, and then inside that apps only it will be giving the component. So my weekend node will be created inside your crxt, and then inside that weekend node you'll have the component. Okay, so if you are working on the same project, if you have the same app title as me, so then automatically inside this one it will be uploaded. So that's what you can do with the help of the AEM package manager. And then one more thing is, that's what you can do. Suppose if someone has given you the package with some content, okay, maybe it can be a pages content or any content someone has given to you. So if you want to upload this content, so at that time with the help of the upload package option, you can go there. So inside this upload package option, you can browse the package from your system, and then you can upload this one. So we can demo component is one I'm having. So I'll make some changes inside this one. So demo in the dialog content.xml, I'll try to edit some content. So maybe I'm having an number field here, right? So I'll try to add one more number field. So just I'll copy this one, and then I'll add this number field inside an multi field. So I think we have created a multi field. So inside this composite multi field, I'm having an image as well as the image. I want to have an number field as well. Okay. So you have to structure this. So no need to structure, but we'll see whether it will work. Okay, so now I have created one more field inside the dialog. Okay, so once you have make any changes, just save the changes, and then try to save in the rar as well. So if you want to work on zip files, so then you can go for WinRAR extension. So this is one software which you can download with the help of this WinRAR extension. You can easily work on the zip files. So without needing to unzip them. Okay, so once you have the content inside this one, and once you have saved the changes, so go to the upload package option. So not only this package, if anyone shared you any package, so then you'll follow the same approach. So upload the package, go to the package manager, click on browse, and then we can demo component dot zip is one file we are having. So where I have made the changes. So just click on open file and then force upload. So what does it mean by the force upload option? So this force upload option is nothing but, so the package with the same name already exists in the package manager. Okay. So we want to overwrite the existing package. Whatever the content I'm having inside the old package, I want to overwrite the existing content. So if you want to overwrite the existing content, so at that case you have to select the force upload option. So if you are not having, if this is the first time you are uploading this package, so at that case there is no need to select this force upload option. So if the package name already exists in the inside your package manager, so at that case you have to select this force upload option and click on OK. So once you click on OK, the package has been uploaded. And then if you want to get the changes, you can simply install this package. Okay, so just click on install package and it will be install the package. So inside, if you observe here, inside this composite multi-field, items and number field has been added. So image, number and title. So three fields are available here. If I refresh the CRXD, at that case, we can check the fields. So apps. we can components and then demo.html, right? Try to refresh this one. So dialog, content, items, tabs, items, and then inside tab 2 I have added. So tab 2, items, and then composite multi, field, items, and then you can check the number field as well. Okay, so this is the none which we have added inside the backend. So if you observe here, as the node already exists for me, so inside the node only it has created. Maybe if consider if this demo component is not available, so inside the demo component it will create. Or else if you don't have any project, okay, I have shared you the package. So at that case it will create all these folders. So the main root path is apps, right? So inside the JCR root apps, so it will create one folder weekend, and inside that weekend folder it will create a components, and only you'll be having the demo component. So in which cases this package manager will be used? So as I said before, whatever the content pages you are creating, so if you want to export the pages, okay, so these will be called as an content packages. So with the help of the content packages you can export the pages, you can export the assets, and you can also export the content fragments and experience fragments you are creating. Okay, so same way you'll be following. So you'll just go to the package manager. You can click on create a package, and then you can give any package name. So what you have to do is, if you want to add the content, go inside this edit, and then inside the filters you have to add a filter. Maybe if I want to add a page inside this one, you can just click on this repository where the pages will be stored. Inside the content, the page will be stored. So content, and then inside the content we have an option of weekend is my project. So weekend US EN, and inside the EN I want to add the EU page. Okay, so I want to add this EU page as a content level. You can just click on add and then done. So as I added a filter, so what we need to do is we need to build the package in order to get the changes. And now this package consists of a page, and then it also consists of an component. So inside the filters you can check what is the content that is inside this page. You can just download them and you can share them as well. So if you observe here, a lot of packages are there. So if you observe closely, so AEM Guides September is one thing we are having, and then we are also having My Weekend UI apps. A lot of packages we are having here. So inside these packages, so how these packages are uploading? Okay, so we have a lot of folders when it comes to a project. Okay, so if I go inside any project, so we have a lot of folders inside this one. All core, dispatcher, UI apps, UI config, UI content. So all these folders, we'll be having segregate them into two parts. One is for the front end, and second one is the back end. So all the front end packages you are having, so UI apps, UI content, UI a front end. So whatever the front end package you are having, so all the front end packages will all the front end folders we are having here. So all these front end packages, front end folders will be deployed into the AEM instance with the help of a package manager only. Okay, so it will be what all the front end content will be transferred in the form of an zip file. Suppose if I go inside this UI apps, and then if I go inside the target, you can find a zip file. Okay, so my weekends UI apps 0.0.1 snapshot.zip. Okay, so if you check inside the package manager as well, so you'll find the same package. So when you hit the ambient clean install -t auto install single package, so at that case automatically all the functionalities, so at that case whatever the things we want to get inside this one, so all the fields would be available there. Okay, so all the fields would be available here. So every front end content we are having inside AEM, so all the front end content will be transferred in the form of a package, and then from the package they will be going inside the CRXT. So as I said before, if you are missing something inside this project node, we are having a lot of child nodes, like components we are having, content, client libraries, all we are having, right? So if something node is missing, so at that case you have to check whether all the packages are in the installed state or not. So that's how you can create a package and you can deploy them into the AEM instance. Okay, so you can work on the packages. So which is used to share the content across multiple environments as well as multiple teammates as well. You can share the content. So any questions in it? So any questions from online?